Good morning everyone and welcome to you in this daily update on Bitcoin and the Alts as always. Hope that you're all doing very well today. You have been able to catch that bottom here. I have not been able personally because I was not there. I was not at the computer. Everything happened at night and then I was not able to be there yesterday. As you saw, I think in Discord, if you're in Discord, I didn't post any update, but I posted the wave. Everything have been following perfectly while I was away, so that's pretty cool. Look at this. Well, this was a wave we have planned first to follow, the first ones here, the main ones, an ABC zigzag into a Z wave to the downside, down to the 1-to-1 extension, at least, so 76,948 by the way. And so Discord here, and you've got this nice BC with an ending here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, all these updates in Discord are absolutely free, so if you want to stay updated, really know everything, well, just join and enjoy. That's it. So ending here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was looking here for an ABC zigzag to complete the C wave. And so this is exactly what's happened there. We've got the ABC zigzag touch of the $76,948 and get the bounce. That's pretty nice. Everything have been following perfectly. The order flow, we've got an MC long reaction directly on the 1 minute here, on the 10-second and 30-second charts too. So pretty nice, and even got a retest. But yeah, personally this was at night, 2 AM, so I was not able to trade. I was sleeping. I left on at 7 AM and came back around 8 PM, so I was not able to trade all this personally, but it's fine. We're going to get a retest at some point. There are always opportunities, so it's all good. Today, by the way, we have some news at 1:30 UTC plus 1, and that's it, by the way, 1:30. So let me just add an alarm. 1:30, so 25. And there you go. So yeah, let's update the chart here and to make the plan now. So the first sign of strength will be if we start to reclaim this value area low. Okay, really get acceptance above this high, for example. If you really start reclaiming this is looking good. By the way, I did not check it here. Is the rise looking stronger or not? Oh well. Not that strong, but not that strong to be honest. Anyways, we'll update the plan first of all. So let's go here on a daily time frame first. There is, so we can get rid of these two. Sorry, my cats are playing in the background here. No, not that one. A daily here. Okay, nice. These two are here. We have 8990. Good, and we'll have another one. 78,410. All right, then we have a good low here, yeah. No TPO, it's already tapped, and so the NPLC, it's already hit. It sucks. 81,000.5. Yeah, that's very close. I don't really like this. Good. So yeah, the order flow, if you go and check out what happened basically at the low here, you've got move back below the previous low basically. Mini range, swing through the mini range and get directly here some good data for a long. And on every time frame except the 3 minutes and 5 minutes by the way, all the other time frame on the order flow was good. But yeah, personally it was 1 AM, 2 AM here, so I was sleeping. And then had to go away the whole day here, so wasn't able to trade all that price action by the ways. So yeah, is the low in? Well, the answer is it can be, of course, because you know with the wave here we have plan A, B, C zigzag to the downside into the Z wave. It can be completed like that, right? It can be done, and so now we have done the Z wave, and we can look either, you know, for a bigger correction if we have to be still bearish. So for example, a WXY or even an ABC flat. So to go for a new all-time high and come back down, but still be in a correction, to look for this wave 4 next, for example. So we can still be in such complex correction. It depends really of what we create to the upside, and to be fair, even if we create here a 5 wave to the upside, it can still be for something still bearish, so to speak. You know, we are looking for this WXY mainly. Well, the Z wave can be in because we've got the ABC zigzag to the downside, but we can still do, for example, a correction like this. Okay, WXY or an ABC flat into the X wave to make a longer X wave and then drop again for the Z wave. Okay, so yeah, that will be the best because I personally missed a long here, so I was not on the chart. But yeah, it can be in if we remain with this simple WXY, X, and Z, and we just, well, do the ABC zigzag here into the Z wave, right? So, yeah, that's pretty nice. Everything followed perfectly, and yeah, let's update the plan with the levels first of all, and then we're going to move on the wave. So with the levels here, all right, yeah, this one I don't really like it. This one here, well, yeah, that will be here the first zone of resistance. Basically, we are in already, so it's this value low, sorry, up to this anchor rate VWAP. Okay, this is the first zone of resistance where you can look for a reversal. The best way to get something of the SFP and the anchor rate VWAP here, the anchor rate VWAP. So get a rise, boom, get a nice reaction, maybe absorption with a previous high, get some nice demand here, an MC short reaction, something here to reverse that. Boom, 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 and at least here get a retest to maybe go higher next, because, well, that'll be cool. I to take a long here, to be honest with you, if we have to be bullish next. So yeah, that will be the best possible short trade of this zone. If we start reclaiming this, okay, and I'm not targeting a new low directly, I will look for a possible long off the retest, but again, if we get such move up, we're going to print some new data. So is it really useful to now plan the targets for the support for a long? Not really, okay, because the volume is going to change. If you pull this on the top, we're going to get some more volume, so the volume is going to change, so the targets are going to be different. So it's not very useful. Yeah, so that will be the first short chart we'll be aware of up to the anchor rate VWAP. If we start reclaiming this, I would simply look for the 61886% path control value high done, so to speak this, and let me have a look at this. Yeah, well, that is the next short, basically. Okay, that is the next short we can get here. And if we don't get that one, we can look, you know, for, well, most likely all the highs here to be taken, and look for the big resistance and the big short trade, you know, what it did here. Alright, the big short we have planned, so normally, no, that was not that one. This one here, you know, into the big resistance with a monthly negative path control, weekly level, anchor rate view up from the all-time high, the path control of the wall downtrend. Oh, this is a very big target, so I can bring us, you know, with this possible swing short next. Yeah, so within this range, we're having these two shorts possible. First one around this previous high anchor rate view up, another one, the next one is, it can start from the 61886%, but the best way to go still into the path control here, so a little higher than this. Yeah, and if we start reclaiming that one, we can look for most likely as a highs to be taken, and so the, well, big short target we have planned, right? So we have three different shorts. If you want to still go higher and look for a higher short, you can look for, you know, the one around, oh, by the way, the Valera high now change it. So let's remain with 2, 3. Okay, 2 within the range, 1 if you have to go higher. If you start pushing above, we will get some time to update that. Okay, yeah, so for a long, if I have to long, like directly, if I have to take a long, we can look for this latest uptrend volume. And we can look for, well, I think you can see already the targets. There we go. We have this nice zone of support down here. Okay. So yeah, we have these shorts. Let's add here the shorts, and we can go for the long next. Again, this is if we drop directly like this. If we make the new high, the data are going to change, as I said, so the target is going to be a little bit different. But for now, the long I can see is this. Again, I'm not going to place limits on this. I'm simply going to trade everything based off the reaction. So having the time, we'll have to read this and see what's going on this to see if there is any good trade setup or not. Okay, if there is any good data, that's a long. If not, there is no long trade, and we might see a new low in that case. If this target is lost, I'm expecting a new low to be made. As simple as that. And so if we have to make one more new low, well, it means, well, well, that'll be a double EXY directly here. That's pretty weird, to be fair. Yeah, so if we make one more new low, so this first, and by the way, that's a green square, okay, within this range. We have two short within the range and one long within this range. If we drop below, we can look, of course, for a swing 30-pound or a failed auction. Okay, at the bottom here into the weekly negative path control, but the best still will be, so either a swing 30-pound directly or a failed auction of this price bottom. If we don't get that, so again, you can recognize this live in the time if you read the order flow. If you don't get that, the very simple plan is to look for this price range high. Okay, very simple. Top of the range is a support. So if we get some good data here for a bounce, for a long trade, that's a long. If we don't get any good data, it means that we're going to get acceptance back into the range, and so we're going to trade back this range until it breaks again. So to speak, we're going to trade this, boom, price action, again, inside this range. So we just have to trade the range until it breaks. So we can look for the middle, basically, of the range next if we get acceptance back inside, so between 64,600 down to this 61,200. If we do break this, we can look for the 60,000 massive support. This one is pretty big, to be honest with you. Let me just see here, where is this? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that is a plan basically. Okay, so we have a long, first of all, around this channel high, not targeting directly on your all-time high, but it is possible, or just a retracement, but still something pretty big to then later come back down to make a bigger triple wave. You have to still be bearish, but still a long trade here possible. This is a zone again, okay, the range high. As for example here on the normal scale, we do have the 618 86% just below, so it can go a little bit lower and reclaim next, for example. But again, we'll see at time. Next long target is this, but they're high weekly negative path control, but the best will be to come down here into the path control and get something off that. Okay, that is a very strong next support. So yeah, two main longs, three if we count the SFP. Failed auction of the current low we have done, if we have to take the low once more. Okay, so yeah, that is a plan with a level, so a lot of trades, but well, we have the ones within. I prefer to plan everything within the range, outside if we have to go outside of this range, above, below. So we have everything basically now, yeah, and the only thing we have to do is to trade everything based off the reaction. Now the problem is we have planned some wave, we completed the wave we have planned, so we have to see what we create now. Okay, are we going to create, for example, a leading to the upside? If so, well, we can look for a bigger impulsive to the upside or a bigger ABC zigzag to the upside, but it's too early to say what is going to happen next because we have planned this wave. It did play it perfectly. Okay, we have planned this ABC zigzag, so it took a little longer here for the P wave, but we still got the C wave down. We have planned, you know, this nice ABC zigzag and into this ending wave 5 to complete everything into the 1-to-1 extension, or even lower if we had to go lower. Everything did played out. We completed all the way here, so now we just have to see basically and remain a bit patient, see what we create off this bounce. Are we creating a correction to the upside? If so, that's a correction to go more down, or are we creating an impulsive movement? So in that case, this is more likely bullish. If we do an impulsive movement, then we can look next for, well, like a leading, for example, so wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then next we can look for at least an ABC zigzag, but a retracement to still go higher, at least take the highs. And if the C wave is pushing higher, we get something very strong here to the upside on the order flow, we can look for an impulsive here. Now again, the problem with this is that it can still be bearish, because we can look for an ABC flat. So again, on the support next, so to speak, just before to do this, ABC, I mean correction, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you have planned, when you've got this 5 ways up, you're going to plan the support targets, and then very simple thing. Are we holding here? No, there is nothing good for a long. Okay, we look for the next one. Are we holding here? No, there is nothing here good for a long, so we look for a new low to be made. So it can be bullish as it can still be bearish. Okay, the premise, we're in a massive, well, range still, with this is still part of the range for me, in some very complex corrections, so there are still many configurations. Okay, so we'll see by the time if we create these 5 ways to the upside, if it looks more bullish or not. Okay, but yeah, it can still be bearish at the end. So that will be the complex move basically, where we are still range bound, we still do an increase in price. Again, we don't need to go that high, we can just stop before, for example, on the 1-to-1 extension here. Sorry. Yeah, that will be the more complex correction. Okay, with a bigger and longer correction to the second X wave or the WXYXNZ. Otherwise, sorry, let's try to create some 5 ways up, right? As simple as that. So yeah, let's give it a bit more time. We have planned a wave, it played perfectly. Okay, so now let's remain a bit patient, see what we create of that. Hope you have been able to take the long, personally not. While I was doing some, how do you say that, by the way? Yeah, but can you please translate the word? I don't know. Oh, gardening for my grandma. It's not close to where I live, so I had to go all the way there. Anyways, so yeah, my back hurt a bit, by the way, but it's fine. I'm young. Yeah, so that's the plan. Not the craziest plan ever. We do not really plan some crazy stuff right now, but we need to give it a bit more time to see what we create to the upside. In any case, we don't have the exact wave here we're going to do next, but we know what we can look for approximately. And in any case, here we'll have the levels, the targets, the longs and the shorts. So in any case, we can still trade that, right? That's pretty nice. So yeah, that's it really for me on Bitcoin. 18 minutes, that's pretty nice. The ads are bouncing off the targets we have planned, but again, well, we have a triple wave here to the upside. We have a triple wave here to the upside. PP, I didn't check it here, but I guess we have the same. Triple wave to the upside can be end up in 5 ways here, but again, it can be a flat, for example here, ABC flat. So yeah, for me, I want to see some sign of strength, or really something better on Bitcoin. I want to see a sign of strength, so to speak. We, for example, break the market structure, we change it, and to be fair, if I buy here or here, I do not really care. If we create some 5 ways up here, okay, first of all, you're going to make some small 5 ways, so you can buy the retracement first of all, and if you missed it, you're going to create, if we have to be bullish, on bigger 5 waves, so after the bigger 5 waves, you're going to create a bigger wave 1, 2, so you're going to get a retracement, maybe very small, but well, who cares to buy here or here, to be fair. I'm personally living from trading, so I don't want to risk my money and lose, take the risk to lose, for example, like 50% or 40% of my investment. No, I'm gonna wait for some more confirmations on everything, absolutely everything. This one, for example, well, we have planned this nice support. We bounce it from below it, so now we are doing a bit of a flip to resistance. Yeah, Elliott did bounce it off the next support we have planned. Again, you can take the buy here in the longs, for example, you will make 16% in a day, for example, or 2. So this is pretty nice, but well, you had to be there in the time, right? Personally, I didn't, so I'm gonna remain patient, see if we create something. Oops, good to the upside again. We'll have a triple wave up here. Yeah, I mean, you have a triple wave here to the upside again, so I mean, yeah, it can continue high, but I mean, this is the same than before, you have a triple wave to the upside. Yeah, so this is exactly the same at the moment. Yeah, so let's remain a bit patient, see what we create, and if we start getting some volatility here to the upside on the alts, create something good here to the upside, well, I will see it, no worries, and so I will let you know in any case. And as I said, for me, I don't really care to miss the bottom here. If we do some 5 ways to the upside, for example, here leading with a smaller way of an ending, so to speak, the start we are having right now, a triple wave first, then a correction, another correction, another correction, another correction, another correction. That's a leading with a smaller way of an ending, and then in that case we can look for a bigger wave 1, 2, but in any case we are going to get a retracement, maybe very small, but we're going to get it. So who cares to buy here or here? It's all good for me, to be honest with you. To me, it's by a few dollars. There is no big difference, right? So yeah, that's my plan on the alts. Nothing crazy otherwise. Have done a few TAs on ES and NQ, by the way. So, well, ES is like bouncing from nowhere, to be honest with you. We have a bit of a gap here, so that'll be the support, but otherwise the next big support is really coming around 5,000 to 300, so we have quite some space. That's why also I'm not in a rush to long Bitcoin. NQ is in a support. It was a support in case we had to bounce, but this was the next one here. Value area low 61886%. If we do break this, the next support is coming around these lows, to be honest with you. Okay, with the anchor at view up and this value area high, so we have a support around 18,000. Can go down to, well, 17,000. It's a zone basically. Okay. Yeah, oops. But yeah, ES have, like, I mean, right now there is just, if I'm correct, all the volume is at the top. Yeah, so we are just below everything. Yeah, I mean, there is nothing. We have to reclaim the gap here to really, and the best way to reclaim the value area low, also to get a sign of strength. So that's why I'm not in a rush, personally, at the moment. There are always opportunities. You know, we're not going to, even here, I mean, maybe, but we're most likely not going to come straight back up in one candle. We're going to, yes, maybe get a bit of a volatility, but at some point get a retracement if we have to bounce, and maybe very small, you know, but who cares again to buy here or here if next we do this, right? There's nothing to worry. So yeah, that's why I'm not in a rush also on Bitcoin. It's fine. There are always opportunities. Yeah, so that's it for me for today, 25 minutes. So yeah, pretty cool. Let's see what we get. So let me just get rid of that, just in case we make any high. Otherwise we can look for that one here, or again for scalpers you can look for an SFP here and do the daily naked path control. You have the path control, the NPOC, previous day VWAP, so we have quite some support here. So for scalpers you do have this long trade setup, for example, to, you know, make, by the way, the next increase in price to then come back down, and then we'll see, because the volume is going to be a little bit different. But you do have this long trade setup too. I'm gonna set an alert, by the way, here, as I was not trading yesterday. It will be quite trade today. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, don't forget the news at 1:30 p.m. UTC +1, and otherwise that's it for today. So hope you enjoyed. Take care of you as always, and catch you all in the next one on Friday, 10 a.m. UTC +1. Cheers.